Merry Flossmas, everyone. Today is Flossmas number 15 because today is December 15th. I almost didn't record today. I got nothing to show y'all. Like, I did zero stitching yesterday, so I have no progress on any kind of stitching to show you because we went to the Little Mermaid, and then it was an exhausting day yesterday for me. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, all of it combined. And so I didn't do any stitching last night. And so I thought, I got nothing to show, right? But then I thought, I'm still going to go and do it because I have a gift to open. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take a moment to follow up from yesterday, just because it's going to become a little obvious. Some of you only watch the parts that are stitching related, and that's okay. But because this impacts the stitching related part, I did want to go ahead and acknowledge what will become an elephant in the room. So I put myself out there yesterday saying what I don't think are controversial comments, but I can understand that some people would view them as such. And I have to, as the great Dr. Maya Angelou taught us, when you know better, you need to do better. And so, or when you know better, you do better. So I am going to, beginning today, do better. I will say that I have always interpreted, and I've tried to give people grace, that when there's silence, that people are working through their things, right? It takes time. People work in different phases. They go through different things. And I believe you have to give people grace to get to where they need to get to. And I was hopeful that maybe that sometimes hard decisions are hard to make. It does not make me happy to do this in any form, shape, or fashion. But unfortunately, what I had interpreted as silence, has times of reflections and figuring out what next steps were, it was brought to my attention yesterday, and I want to thank everyone who took the time to lovingly call me in yesterday and give me more information, and because I was working under an assumption that not apparently is incorrect, and for people to take the time out to better inform me and to let me know what was going on, I appreciate that. I also recognize that burden and that responsibility also belongs to me as a cisgendered heterosexual woman to do my part to use. This is a small platform. I'm a nobody, right? I only got a little over 500 subscribers. I am in the 100,000 subscribers clubs. Like, very few people are watching me. But to the extent that I do have a platform, I understand that my platform, whether it is in this FlossTube community, individually with my individual friends, is to ensure that further harm is not done to people. So with that, until I hear differently, because there was a very recent story that I saw yesterday, and it was recent, that until I hear something differently publicly, I have to withdraw public support for a company that, as of right now, continues to develop fan art that will continue to leave. And although I don't think it's the intention, I really truly believe this. I do not think there is any intent to create harm. But intent means nothing if the impact does. So, with that, let's readjust my hat and let's have some fun talks. I do actually have things to talk about, even though I have no stitching to share with you. So today we are opening up gift number 15. It is an odd day, so we get a gift from Forbidden Fiber Co. So here's number 15. Sweet little velvet box. I'm starving, y'all. It's like 2:45. I have not eaten lunch. I had a really small bowl of cereal this morning. That's why you saw my giant, weird lunchy plate. I have no lunch to offer today for myself. So I guess I'll just make a giant cheese snack, and I don't eat beef or pork. So that's like a turkey stick. I'm weird. It's okay. Y'all, I'm from Texas. It's bizarre down here. Okay. Oh, there's the description. Oh. Whoop. Here it is. Let me show you this thing. It says create your own magic. Magic. I have no idea what this is. So let's read the description. I was trying to open something and I don't even know if I was doing that. All right. Oh, it's a pop pop socket. Yule is a time for myths and magic. Even if you don't get the opportunity to celebrate the Yule season, remember to create your own magic every day. There it goes. There it goes. Pops up that way. Oh, interesting. Interesting. And so it like, you see like an accordion's on the inside. That's not how my pop sockets work, but oh, I love this. How cute. I don't know if I will use this. Honestly, I don't know if I'll use it. My phone is, I'm a big fan of Gratsuko, and so my phone is all themed to Sanrio and everything. So I don't know if I will. Oh, I do have a tablet. Maybe I can put it on my tablet. I'll think about it. Maybe it'll be a giveaway. We'll see. Pay it forward to someone who will use it if I can't think of a reason for me to use it. All right, let's talk Forbidden Fabrico. I did no stitching last night, but I was kind of doing some thinking. So there's something about Jessie, because I talk about myself in the third person sometimes, which is I start to go into weird Google lands. Like, do y'all ever do that? Am I the only person who does that? Like, I'm like, I wonder whatever it is. And then I just start Googling and trying to figure out like what's going on. So this might be actually my joy for today, like the joy of Googling and figuring out things. Actually, joy of other holiday traditions. Let's call that. Because I was looking at the Yule ball. So, right, there's no difference. There's no update in my stitching from yesterday. But I was looking at this yesterday. So first of all, please tell me that is a sloth. I really want that to be a sloth. But that being said, I do think that all of these little things right here are candles. So I think it's some kind of other little critter crawling with candles on its back. But I really wanted it to be a sloth. But right, here's a little squirrel. I think that's going to be a fox there. And then that's a moose and a bunny. So when I stitched this part right here in the middle, as you may recall, when I first started stitching it, I had a guess that when I saw where this mirror crosses were, that I thought there was going to be a Christmas tree in the middle here. That's what I thought. And then we got the wassail, and now there's a pole. Now this maybe is a tree base, and maybe it still will be a tree. I don't know. But it started making me think, wait a minute, what if this is a Yule pole? And is that a thing? I was like, is that a thing? Like a maypole, right? I'm like, is there such a thing as a Yule pole? If there's a spring maypole celebrating the summer and the end of spring and things like that, wouldn't it make sense that there would also be a Yule pole that would celebrate the solstice and the return of the light and the Christmas season, not Christmas, but the winter season? So I started Googling, and I don't know if this is where it came from. I don't know, because we're still not seeing the whole design. But y'all, it's real. There is such a thing as a Yule pole. It is a precursor to the modern Christmas tree. It does appear to be a Nordic tradition that would be Sweden, Finland, Norway area. And it predates Christ. And apparently it is, where there would be like a pole, and instead of being ribbons and a dance around that, they would actually put garlands on and greenery inside the home or even outside the home in celebration of the solstice season. So there you go. I don't know if Google's accurate. If it's on the internet, it's gotta be true, right? But I learned that yesterday, and I thought that was something worth sharing with you. Don't know if you find that interesting or not. Also, speaking of the Yule ball, Michelle Bendy sends out an email yesterday with the pattern in a PDF, the full, complete pattern. What am I supposed to do with that? Y'all, let me tell you, there's still 5 envelopes. 5 envelopes. Touching them, they do feel like there's things in them. How am I supposed to resist this temptation and not want to open up every single thing and look at the final pattern to see what the heck I'm stitching? How? What resistance to temptation do you think I have? I was one of those kids that would definitely go and look at the gifts under the tree and squish them out and try to figure out what it was. I also really, really would like to be able to put the pattern in Pattern Keeper, because, man, did I get spoiled with that. It's really weird because I only got Pattern Keeper 6 months ago. Maybe 6-7 months ago, not even that long ago. But I was working on Sailor Moon Squad off of my Tilting Crafts piece, off of a paper and was taking forever. And I was like, ugh. Everyone keeps telling me that Pattern Keeper like changes your life. So I installed Pattern Keeper to work on Sailor Moon Squad. And the first month I really used Pattern Keeper, like, you know, I stitched like 5,000 stitches like in a week or something. So now I really like Pattern Keeper. I'm going to resist as best as I can to open up that PDF to see the final pattern, because I am actually really enjoying trying to guess what the heck is happening in this scene. I hope you're enjoying it too. So just as an FYI, if you are watching other people, Michelle Bendy did send out the pattern. I don't know what other people are doing who are also opening up the Forbidden Fiber Co boxes, but just be aware that the spoilers may get out there. So just be prepared for that, and try to avoid them if you are trying to avoid them. On this channel, we will not be. I will continue to maintain the mystery all the way through December 24th. And actually, even then, you won't be able to see the file. Oh, I guess I will. I guess once I open up December 24th, I can open the PDF and show you what the final pattern will look like. We'll see. We'll see what I think about it. I got 10 days to figure it out. All right. That's it. That's all I got. I forgot to show you Laurel Witches. I'm going to reach for my printer right behind me. Oh, yeah. For the past few days. So I wanted to go ahead and show you all of those. And she did tell us that this was an intentional design for 12, 13, and 14. So here's the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th. Let's see, am I far enough back? Where the women witches are mirrored and looking at each other. And so there's a close-up. Oops, sorry. The close-up here is number 12. Number 13 for Mary Witchmas. Isn't that cute? I like that one. I like the little bubble ball of fortune telling. Makes me think of the Haunted Mansion. And then here's number 14. I haven't actually looked at the pattern or anything along that lines, but and I searched for an ancestor. She did do a skin conversion well, not a conversion. She offered multiple skin tones for her for that design. I suspect if we were to ask Laura very politely, she may offer she may share that the different skin tones that she's already charted for different patterns for these witches. If not, DM me, I'll share them with you. I'm sure she won't mind. Laura, if you mind, let me know. And then here is number 15. Laura's been so extremely generous with all of this that I feel like she would say yes. I shouldn't offer to say yes. That's her work. You reach out to Laura. I am sure she will share the conversion for the different skin tones. I think that's everything I needed to talk about today. It's not a lot, even though it still ended up being 14 minutes. Because I'm telling you, these animals just made me happy. So let's end on a super fun little joke. This one is another joke that my husband found for me. Why is Santa not scared to drive or ride in bad weather? Because his sleigh is guided by reindeer. Don't you love a good punny joke? All right, y'all. I hope wherever you are having a great time. I wish you joyful stitching. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.